pop the popcorn, grab a Coke, and find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Low reviews but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. The cult classics, flops, and nuts. They're our top picks this year. We're the Ejectables, rolling back the years, celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From backhand twos to epic fails, we say it's all good. We're the Ejectables, yeah, we're misunderstood.
Welcome to the Ejectables. This is the show where movie enthusiasts Bill and Ian join forces with a weekly rotating guest to celebrate movies that we feel have been unjustly panned by the critics or sadly ignored and forgotten by audiences. Today, we have our very first time he's been on the show, Brian G.
Brian lives in Chagrin Falls, Ohio, with his wife and 3 cats, oh my, oh. When he's not shoveling snow, he writes angry letters to the hosts of show. Don't let his ego fool you. He watches videos on the tube of you. He asked his dentist if Bluetooth was covered under his insurance policy.
Now welcome Brian G. He's here to make us all feel so happy. Welcome Brian to our great movie talk.
Wow.
Oh, that was gold.
Welcome.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Wow.
Welcome, Brian G, to our movie show.
Wow. Thank you. That's amazing. Wow. Stop there. That was amazing. I need that copyrighted and replayed all the time. Amazing.
Done.
Amazing.
That is yours. That is all. Those are your words in that
I
thing.
love it. I am so excited to be here. This is so fun. Thank you for having me, Ian and Billy.
Oh my God, we're so happy to have you. Thank you. How's Ohio?
It's good. We're in a warm streak. It's like 35 degrees, so no jacket, it's good. Can't wipe the icicles off my nose. We're good. Living the dream. I'm thawing out and just having a great time here. I assume LA is probably about the same. You guys are still shoveling a little bit?
I'm in Connecticut.
I'm in Portland.
So I have like the same weather as you, Brian.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
It is like warm though at 35. Isn't it weird? It's like kind of comfortable.
I feel great.
Yeah. And Bill's up in Portland, which is wet.
Yes.
Nobody knows.
It's very wet.
Yeah, it's always wet. But
Okay.
that's Portland for you. Have you seen any new movies lately, Brian?
We are on a binge Netflix thrill ride, and right now I'm trying to think if we saw anything good recently. I don't know. My wife is really into horror movies, and there's one.
I love your wife.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. This just got awkward.
Sorry. And the 3 cats.
But it should be great. Unlike Stump the Bill or some other fancy YouTube show, should be great. But we've watched a lot of horror movies recently, and there's one called We Bury the Dead or something. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, the Australian or New Zealand film.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
What about
Yeah.
you? Anything good? What's like the latest thing you've been like binge watching or watching on the TV?
Well, Bill and I both just saw, not together because we're on opposite sides of the country, but we both saw Wuthering Heights.
Oh, how was it?
Bill?
It was a little extra.
Okay. Okay.
I liked it up until the kids were not in the movie anymore, which is like the first 10 minutes I really enjoyed. And then it was fine. There were a lot of
You got a ways to go, though. You got a ways to go after the first 10 minutes. So
yeah, there was a ways to go, which was not as fulfilling as the first 10 minutes. It looks amazing, but as a whole, it did not come together for me. My wife even laughed next to me a couple of times, and at the movie, not even just at me.
yikes.
Yeah. So I guess we should get.
Frankly, Count, I find this composition unworkable.
Do not eject, do not eject, do not eject this.
If it's not in frame, It doesn't exist.
I guess that's our opera singer talking to you, Brian. He wants you
Okay.
to tell us what movie you chose today.
Okay. So I chose a movie called Talk Radio. And Talk Radio came out, I'm not sure exactly when, I think in the late 80s, maybe 88, something like that. And I don't know if you would call it an Ejectables, because when I went to look it up, I didn't realize it was directed by Oliver Stone. So pretty big director.
I've heard of
It's
him.
a perfect ejectable.
Yeah, but yet, like, when you look up the details, it flopped at the box office. It definitely was not as big as some of his other films. But when I remember watching it, I was probably in my early teens or tweens. Like, that movie hit me like a ton of bricks for a variety of reasons. It's actually really tight and well done, given that it mostly takes place in a radio station for most of the whole movie. And it's all like dialogue driven, stuff like that. So anyway, I chose it and happy to talk about it. Tell you why I picked it.
Ian, do you have a trailer?
Yes, I do have a trailer, Bill Narducci. Hold on one second as I pull it up.
The Village Voice calls it a jolt of adrenaline. It's Oliver Stone's Talk Radio.
What do you think you're doing in here? Changing the world? This is a talk show, Barry, and you are a talk show host. I'm angry. That's who I am. For better or for worse. It got me where I am today.
You're so smart, aren't you? Cutting everybody off all the time.
What you are, Barry, is a suit salesman with a big mouth. Call a spade here.
I'm not afraid, see? I come in here every night, I make my case, I make my point, I say what I believe in! Now, easy, Barry, you're part of the problem, you see.
Yellow-bellied, spineless, bigoted, quivering, drunken, insomniac, paranoid.
I know where you live. You're dead.
Powerful. Jeffrey Lyons, sneak previews. Mesmerizing. Bruce Williamson, Playboy Magazine. Spellbinding. Richard Corliss, Time Magazine. One of the year's 10 best. Rex Reed at the movies. 4 stars. Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times. Explosive. Bruce Kirkland, The Toronto Sun. An Oliver Stone film. Talk Radio. Rated R.
I wanted to use the theatrical trailer, but that song is going to get me, copyright infringement.
I don't want you to get copyright struck. And we can talk. I don't know how much you want me to talk about it versus you guys can talk about it. It was awesome.
As much as you want, just as much as you're comfortable to say. If you,
Yeah, I mean, I think the way I think about it is I can appreciate why it probably wasn't popular. I mean, it is a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of monologue, a lot of talking going on. But then I was like, oh my God, this is like the Twitter cesspool origin story.
Totally. Definitely all of the callers into a show would be what MAGA is today.
Yeah. It is all the concept of like attention as like an economy, like the attention economy, and this idea of like being just drawn into how do I monetize like the outrage. It just felt like way ahead of its time. And even though it's a radio station and even though it's a little dated, I mean, the concepts, the content, the reactions are intense.
Yeah, it could just be a podcaster.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
This is a movie that hit me as it hit you. I saw it. I'm a little bit older than you, but yeah, I was like 16 in 88. And I remember it really, for me, it's one of Oliver Stone's best films. I think it's really powerful. I think it totally holds up today. Obviously dated in some ways, but I would say this is my second favorite after Platoon. Is that crazy?
Wow,
Bill?
that's a bold.
Nuts. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I never saw Any Given Sunday or Wall Street, but I saw.
Never saw Wall Street.
What about JFK? Where is it relative to JFK? Yeah.
That's third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill?
Come on, Bill.
So maybe I shouldn't have seen this movie in the theater at 8th grade. It explains a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw at the Ridgewood Quad.
Oh, wow.
And what was great about the movie that these were really fringe people, and now it's the stuff we're talking about is now mainstream. It's crazy. The whole point was supposed to be like the select outcasts calling into a talk radio show late at night about, Zionists controlling the world, homosexuals grooming kids. And now this is on like the weekend news. I mean, like it's like crazy how, because when this movie came out, it's laughed at it like, oh, who are these ridiculous people? But now it's the world.
Yeah, it was way ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time for hairstyles too. I don't know if you noticed, but like Alec Baldwin's hair, amazing.
Yeah.
I guess he hated working with Stone. He said Stone was awful.
Oh, really?
What?
Wow. Yeah, that's what Baldwin hated this experience.
Didn't he work with him again? No.
I don't know if he did.
No, his brother was in Born on the 4th of July. So how bad can he be?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't get along with his brothers, or he's like, maybe he hates his brother and he sent him to him. I don't know.
Yeah. So Eric Bogosian's awesome. He also wrote Suburbia, which Richard Linklater directed based on his play. Yeah. Did this play win the Pulitzer? I feel like this play won the Pulitzer.
This was a finalist for the Pulitzer, which is pretty amazing, this play. And I guess the play took place mostly just in the radio station. There were no like flashbacks or any of that stuff.
He's from Boston. Also.
He is. Yeah, he's great.
I didn't. The next time I saw Eric Bogosian was on Law and Order: Criminal Intent, going against Vincent D'Onofrio. He plays like a gritty captain who goes against. But that's actually what made me remember that this movie was so good, because Eric like owns the whole movie. I mean, he's got a ton of parts to it.
It's crazy that this was his debut too.
It's based on a true story of a Denver talk radio guy.
Yeah, like Alan Berg or something like that. I don't remember the full details. Yeah.
And this is one of two movies that came out that same year that were inspired by the Alan Berg story.
What was
the other one? Betrayal with what's his name? Tom Berenger and Deborah Winger.
Joe Esterhaus said that he came up with that idea because he lived in Marin County before he divorced his wife and took up with the producer of another wife's producer. It's kind of a crazy story. You can read about it in Joe Esterhaus's Hollywood Animal book. But he was on a playground and he saw someone, either the N-word or the K-word, and he couldn't believe because it's such a liberal bastion. So that's how he came up with the idea for this, for Betrayal, which would be a great ejectable.
Maybe you will choose it someday. I don't remember that movie. I know I saw it, but
it seems like an Ian Peck because it's completely devoid of humor.
That sounds perfect. Maybe I'll do it for this next one. Oh, shoot.
No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel.
Do not eject. Do not eject. Do not eject this.
Wow.
See, there's some humor for you.
Is that the first Scream?
That's the first Scream, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the opera singer wants me to talk about my pick, which was David Mamet's 91? 91 film, Homicide. Should we go to the trailer?
Robert Gold is a detective.
I need you to go out there, find this man, and bring him in alive.
We tail him, we nail him, we turn him over, we shake him.
Let's go get him.
How come you always gotta be the first one through the door?
Our job is to bring him down alive.
We're the garbage men. You think I don't know that?
Robert Gold is a Jew.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I got a call downtown. The Jewish guys, they got this clout. You were there, you're his people, you're on the case.
I'm his people?
Do you hate yourself that much? Do you belong nowhere?
He's about to be presented with some difficult choices.
Would you like to know how to solve the problem of evil?
No, man. Because if I did, then I'd be out of a job.
FBI! Don't move! Wait!
I want to know about the old woman.
Get up against the fence.
Why are you here? I found a list. A list of Jewish names, men here in this city.
I need the list.
The list is evidence.
You got some heavy troubles on your mind?
It's just, they think it's some sort of conspiracy.
Greatest strategist of all time.
It was another name they had for Hitler.
I don't get it.
It's not your thing, it's my thing, okay?
In the next 72 hours, he will betray his friends, disgrace the force.
How would you like to be suspended?
You talk to my partner that way? Do you know what this man has done in the line? Stand down!
and commit an act of violence.
I want to help you in your work.
What I do, Mr. Gold, you don't want to know.
Because he believes it is the only right thing to do. Joe Mantegna in David Mamet's Homicide.
And now you don't have to watch the movie.
There it is. It's more complex than that, or not
What?
as complex as that. I love this movie. I think it is ahead of its time. I think it deals with some complicated, challenging issues about this guy, trying to find a place where he belongs, and he goes after this mystery, and things aren't quite what they seem. And I love that ending. Love it. That really struck me. What did you think of this, Brian?
Yeah, a lot of the same thoughts. Identity, sense of belonging, which I also noticed a lot of ties to like talk radio and Homicide, kind of pulling forward from the same kind of themes coming out. Also felt like there's a little bit of like, what's my obligation? Is my obligation to my people? Is my obligation to the police? Because I'm a police officer, and I'm a David Mamet fan. Although I have to be completely honest, I rewatched it in preparation for this conversation, and I kept getting distracted by a lot of the actors and actresses are in a lot of David Mamet movies. So, for example, like the Spanish Prisoner. There's several not star characters, but minor characters who are in other Mamet works,
like his wife,
like
Rebecca Pigeon,
and that.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but I really liked it. I thought it was a little bit about like radicalization. I thought it was a little bit about like how next thing you know, you're doing things you might not have intended to do. And I had not seen it. And so I was surprised by it. I really was. I was surprised by the kind of ending, or I don't want to like spoil it, but I think there were some twists and turns. And so it was good. It was really enjoyable.
I love that ending. That dialogue, though, like I know that's his thing. Sometimes I feel like, and I'll let you talk about it in a second, Bill, but he kind of like shoehorns the dialogue in there. I'm like, can we just give the cast a little space to seem natural sometimes? Because they're like, it's on the roof. It's on the roof. It's like, they didn't, I don't know. What do you think, Bill?
I actually thought it was pretty nuanced for David Mamet movie. It felt like a procedural with religious undertones. It's definitely one of my favorite. It's very hard to find this movie. Where did you guys find it?
I forget where I found it. Where'd you
find
find it?
I have a YouTube Premium subscription, but I ended up, this is a true story. The only available version on YouTube Premium has Spanish subtitles. So I learned a whole bunch of new words.
Great.
There you go.
It's great.
So we have a special. You want to introduce it, Ian?
You introduce it because you're more familiar with it. But...
So besides Homicide, which is a great movie, it's a great pick. Actually, I didn't find it that funny though. That's my only problem with it.
Actually, there's some humor. Actually, Macy's so good in a tough guy role. I got to say, he's like a David Caruso. But go on.
So we have a little bit. Should we show the whole thing?
I think we should. I think it's really funny, and if I get copyright hits, then I'll trim it down. But introduce.
Okay,
it,
so in honor of David Mamet, Val Kilmer was in a movie called Spartan, and he did his own commentary track, and someone took the highlights of it, and I'm gonna hit it right now.
Hi, my name is Val Kilmer. If you're listening to this and watching the film for the first time, you're really strange. And that's David's style. He writes in a lot of particular rhythms. That's why it's so frustrating when he cuts all the good stuff. Messes up his own rhythm. I don't understand him. I really was quite spoiled because David's very thorough in his research. He's also a fantastic liar. If he doesn't have the answer, he just vamps better than anybody. So I'm pretty convinced he takes a lot of ideas from his children. I know for sure with his daughter. And that's where you get the vamping on the set, because he has, if it's past your bedtime like tonight, this scene took place over several days at night in Boston, and she was asleep. And so David got confused and exposed the hack. He's cruel. He hates actors. Having failed in the profession himself, I hate him. The other thing is the hair, his hairdo. What is that? Wow. I mean, and the glasses. What I find amazing is his courage, though. I mean, to still wear a beret in 2004, you gotta have guts. You gotta give that to him. He actually had to confess publicly that I was funnier because everyone knew it, and the only way to really survive my comedic genius was to admit it, and that way he could seem like he was still on the good terms with his crew, who hated him, and he knew it. I'm proud of this film, and for David Mamet, because I think it's the least cussing. I mean, to rely on profanity is embarrassing, really. That's David's rap.
Okay, we get it.
He was going on there to say that was David's rabbi that I just shot. Like, I wouldn't have someone shoot my therapist in a movie. It's so, it seems like he is kind of jabbing at him purposely to be funny, or does he mean these things?
I think it's both.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, the part about the hair and the glasses and still willing to wear a beret, I have to believe that is
that's real.
Like, it's, yeah, wow.
And then he says his daughter actually wrote the movie. It's so funny. Seek that out on YouTube, people, because that is actually the whole thing is really hilarious. Anyone want to say anything else about this movie? I highly suggest you see it. Yeah,
I'd recommend seeing it. I mean, I do think it's so Mamet, and it's worth seeing if you're like the Mamet thing. And William H. Macy, I agree, rocked it. I will say I felt like Montana was not as believable as like a tough guy. I love him, but he's like a softie. He's just he's a teddy bear. So
what I kind of like, that's sort of what I liked about him, because he's so not conventional in this role. He's almost sort of like a real guy. I don't know. I think there's a lot to like here. I don't know. Check it out, people.
You're looking at enough to get us started. $2,184.
But movies cost millions of dollars to make.
Do not eject. Do not eject. Do not eject this.
That's after gross net deduction, profit percentage, deferment, 10% of the nut. Cash, every movie costs $2,184.
That's actually true. It is true. Right, Bill?
Do I go?
Yeah, well, I just wanted you to comment. Isn't that true? That's how much a movie costs to make?
Yeah, I don't understand the deny ejects. They don't really make sense anymore.
What do you mean that totally? Yeah, you're right. It doesn't make any sense.
I love it.
It's an excuse to show movie clips.
So my pick is Deceived. It's from 1990 or 91 with Goldie Hawn.
1991.
Yeah, directed by Damian Harris, who is Richard Harris's son. He's an awesome director, but he did a major bomb right after this movie called Bad Company. Not the Chris Rock movie, but the one with Lawrence Fishburne and Ellen Barkin, and made like 2 cents. It was a huge bomb. Anyways, let me show a trailer, and then we'll talk about it.
Adrienne Davis enjoyed her work.
Why would anyone ever want to cover these little guys up?
Loved her husband.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
You'd think of something.
Adored her child.
How you doing, honey? Good.
She thought her life was perfect.
And I love you.
Until a coincidence made her wonder.
You know, the weirdest thing happened to me yesterday. I was with Charlotte at the Chesterfield Hotel, and she told me that she could have sworn she saw you go into the lounge there.
Now there are questions she can't answer.
You didn't go to Boston, did you?
Suddenly I'm a liar?
Mysteries she can't solve.
They discovered a fake necklace at the museum.
We traced the forgery to a jeweler in Stuttgart who said the necklace was made for a guy by the name of Daniel Sherman.
Evidence she can't deny.
You had his business card. I found it in your suit pocket.
What else am I lying about, Adrian? What else?
Suspicion she can't escape.
The man with the social security number that your husband claimed was his died 16 years ago.
Until there's only one thing she's sure of.
I don't know who you are.
Yes, you do. I'm your husband.
Nothing is what it seems.
Now we're all fair game.
I'm going to ask the police to reinvestigate Jack's death.
This complicates everything.
We don't know who your husband was.
Who knows anybody else, really?
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
How lucky I am.
Goldie Hawn, John Hurd. Deceived.
Oh, okay. So I guess she did it because Sleeping with the Enemy that came out before, so that's why she did it. This movie, I was like, oh, Bruce Joel Rubin, who wrote Ghost, rewrote it, but he took a pseudonym on it. Brian, what did you think of the movie?
I'll be honest, I had not seen it before, and I
thought you had the poster.
I think I come into this. Well, I did, but that was for Wildcats, which is the other Goldie Hawn movie.
Oh, that was an
done that
ejectable
on this show.
Yeah. But that's what I thought of when I thought of Goldie Hawn, like bubbly, kind of ditzy, blonde, kind of overdoing the part. And so I didn't know what to think. A lot of credit to her because I actually think that she carried this movie. Like I really do. I think her performance in this movie brings it from I don't know, we could fight about the total ranking, but I think it brings it up a few notches. Really kind of carries the movie. I thought it was well done. It did feel like a little bit of like a Sleeping with the Enemy or like a like maybe even like a more modern like Gone Girl or something. So it's got some psychology to it. It's got some internal stuff going on. But I liked it. I mean, actually, it went quick. So, you know, I think about movies that are like this. This one has good pace. So it doesn't take forever to
Did you
unload.
hear that, Ian? It went quick.
Yeah, it's like getting a good flu shot where you're like, oh, it didn't hurt as much as I thought it was gonna. So it's like, all right, I like it. I'm not gonna get sick now. I thought I saw this at the theater. I didn't remember a thing about it. And I think I understand why. It is perfectly fine, but completely forgettable. And this is what Ebert said, and I agree.
This movie is virtually an anthology of cliches from old horror films. They don't leave out anything in this movie, not even the obligatory scene where the family cat scares us by jumping out of the screen. Oh, it's only the cat.
But he does go on to say, just like you did, Brian, that Goldie Hawn, I'm used to seeing her in goofy comedy since Private Benjamin. And in this, she really holds the movie together. So they agreed with you on that. It's just forgettable, but it's fine. It's perfectly entertaining.
I will say, like if the third act is where almost every cliche came out. Like we're doing fine. I'm like, all right, I'm watching this movie, and then suddenly we're in the third act, and I was like, there was a cat that made a noise, gave us the jump scare. I was like, oh, we were so close. We had it. Goldie, you were there, and you let it go.
That's what they were saying. They were like 40 minutes in. They had me. I was really buying it, and then it just went into cliche land. I felt like John Hurd. He can be so good, but in this, I felt like maybe because they just were twisting and turning him, he wasn't great. Or I don't know. Why do you like this, Bill? Why are you recommending it?
Oh, it's a fantastic movie.
Liar.
So well shot.
It does
very engaging, very clean, simple story. I think it's a gem from the 90s. I think it's better than Sleeping with the Enemy. Actually,
that was actually Morris the cat in the movie, so it's kind of cool. This is feature debut.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I did not know that. I'm writing that down.
Okay,
and I chose it because Ian has the poster in his man cave next to Back to the Future.
I do. It's right there.
Awesome.
You
right
saw it
there.
in the theater, Ian. So you must.
I did. No, I saw everything in the theater. I didn't. It just didn't stick with me at all. You know, it's the time when all these came out all the time. Since Fatal Attraction started the whole thing, but
there you go.
It's fine. It's totally fine. So this is the part of the show when you have to choose one of the movies that isn't your pick, Brian, as your pick of the episode. Which one? Who's your better friend? Who lives in the same weather as you?
That's a lot of pressure. I mean, I think if I try to stay true to the spirit of Ejectables, like a movie that was, unfairly maligned or panned,
or forgotten,
that's
or
tough.
neglected at the box office, which is all of them.
I will say, I think of the two, it's only because Homicide is like art house already and probably loved by Mammoth fans that I'm going to go Deceived because it did surprise me.
Baby.
And Goldie Hawn redeemed herself. Like I think she sat at home and studied the lines. I think she was like really trying to nail it. And so I'm on Team Goldie. I'm on Team Goldie.
I went to the Cleveland Clinic and then this is what you do. I've always loved talk radio. I had the VHS. I never owned Deceived. So I say talk radio. It's a good pick.
And then my pick is talk radio.
That means we have a winner.
So you know what Brian wins? He wins a headshot from Ian from 1999.
That is awesome, Ian.
Wait, not the mustache version? Thank you.
Or the mustache version.
Yeah, which one would you prefer?
I kind of want the OG. Is that weird
right.
though? Is it weird?
No.
I just take the whole thing. Just
No, that's fine. That's totally No, you earned it. Okay. So we can find Homicide. It can be found somewhere. If I can read that it's a Criterion DVD. If you can find that, it's on Plex. It's on Tubi.
It's out of stock at Criterion DVD, just so you know.
Oh, all right. Well, if you can rob someone that owns it, if you can find them. It's on Tubi and Pluto, and then Talk Radio is on. You can rent it on iTunes and Prime, and Deceived is rentable on iTunes and Prime, and I guess YouTube as well. Brian, thank you so much for your time. It was awesome to have you and to see you again.
Yep, thank you. Great. Thanks for having me on. I really do. Watch Deceived, but just watch the first 40 minutes and you can turn it off. But thank you for having me on.
And then you call Brian will tell you what happens.
Yeah.
He will shovel your driveway too.
Cell phone number in the comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. I'll add it in post.
Okay. Yeah, put in the comments what you think. People can put in the comments what they think.
You know what we should do one last time? Just it's under a minute and then we'll end the show. Hold on.
Brian lives in Chagrin Falls, Ohio, with his wife and 3 cats, oh my, oh. When he's not shoveling snow, he writes angry letters to the hosts of show. Don't let his ego fool you. He watches videos on the tube of you. He asked his dentist if Bluetooth was covered under his insurance policy.
Now welcome Brian G. He's here to make us all feel so happy. Welcome Brian to our great movie talk.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Like, share, tell your friends.
Ejectables, yeah, we're misunderstood.